Hello, welcome back. And if it's the first time you're here, welcome for the first time. So, going to take a look at God of War. It's just come out on PC, being ported from PlayStation at long last. It's a brilliant game. I have played it before. I did play it on the PlayStation. I've seen comparisons, and it does look a hell of a lot better on PC. But I mean, when you've not got them side by side, it's pretty hard to tell. But otherwise, for a lot of PC players, it's going to be the first time being able to play God of War if you're not a console player as well. We'll take a look at the settings and we'll jump in. You'll see it says continue. It's because I did do a video, and unfortunately, that video got corrupted. So, doing it all over again. So, just a few of the settings. Not going to go too deep into it. So, for those that have got ultra-wide monitors, it does have an ultra-wide support. I don't have an ultra-wide monitor. I have a normal size and normal ratio monitor. So there is support for that, which is awesome. Brilliant for the people that got that. Also, it supports DLSS and the Fidelity FX Super Resolution. So support for both graphics cards, but they did partner with NVIDIA, and I run a RTX 2070 Super. So I'm using DLSS to get some much better frame rates at greater quality. The other stuff that we have is obviously graphics controls. So I use the GeForce Experience program to choose the optimal settings, and fortunately, apparently at 1440p, which is what I play at, I can play at ultra settings. There were some phenomenal requirements for 4K from what I saw. I think it said something like to play at high in 4K, you need to have an i9 processor at least, which is mad. I've never ever seen that before. But you get some graphic controls, not as many as a normal PC game would have, or a PC game release that was always released for PC. But you get some graphics controls, which is brilliant, and you can control how well it looks and how well you want your PC to be able to perform frame-wise with that. But without further ado, let's start the game and see how it handles. I mean, I know how it handles, because I've done the vid game before. Well, a bit of it for a video. For those that don't know, the premise of this game is that Kratos is a grieving father who is struggling to understand his son and bond with his son. They're struggling to understand each other. And it's their journey to say goodbye to their mother. Which is why all very solemn right now. I mean, unless you saw videos side by side, you'd be hard pressed to say whether this was better or not. I mean, you can almost guarantee it looks better because it's on the PC instead, and PC generally has much more power, depending on your PC, obviously. But the boom. You'd be lying if you say, oh, I see the difference, unless you're looking at it, it's literally side by side. But without a doubt, it looks phenomenal. It looks great. It's insane. Favoured word for YouTubers. This game is insane. Such a beefcake. The great thing as well, obviously, controller support, and you get to use the Xbox controller. You can also play with mouse and keyboard, which I haven't tried yet. Might give it a little go, see if I can switch over. But my preferred method to play games has always been controller. Don't know, it's from back when I used to sit and just play on the sofa with consoles mainly, and PC games would be for games that I could only play on PC. That certainly feels comforting about playing with a controller for me. I forgot. Please do like, comment and subscribe. That'd be great.
So you want me to tie it to the boat?
Let me know what you think of God of War on PC, or God of War generally, if you've been playing it recently. Bit of backstory for anyone that doesn't know God of War as well. Kratos is essentially a Spartan warrior who was the champion for Ares, the god of war, who eventually betrayed him and
That is enough.
tricked him into murdering his own family. And then he went on a journey of revenge on Ares.
Father,
Ultimately becoming the god of war and killing all the
something changed.
Greek
The force
gods.
feels different.
And now he's entered the world of Norse
Everything
mythology.
is different, boy.
Great big bushy
Try not to
beard.
dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
The other good thing, the other good thing as well is they've obviously put the prompts in, which is pretty cool. That they've, considering the rivalry between PlayStation and Microsoft, they've put the prompts in to match the Xbox controller. Such a beefcake carrying his gigantic trunk. They've updated the franchise as well, from memory from playing some of the like really old games, where you had lots of quick time events and it was just literally a hack and slash and you progress through the level. It's still got that kind of hack and slash feel to the fighting, but a bit more timed in how you do things, and still has the quick time events, but it doesn't override the game a lot as much as it did.
That
Button
was the
mashing
last.
repeatedly and regularly. It's got a much more, what feels like a much more engaging story. It's like it's got more depth to it. Bit of gaming fuel. Doesn't mean it's spiked with alcohol. It's not.
Oh, there do I see my mother. Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me. 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 Oh, there do they call to me.
So imposing. Huge.
She's ready.
Find your way home. You are free.
One of my favourite scenes in the entire game, I say scenes, one of my favourite bits of the entire game is what happens here at the start. I just find it so cool. It's not this particular bit right now, it happens shortly. Once we do a little bit of gameplay and we end up back at the hut.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze. This knife. It was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you to hunt.
She knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
I wish I had that beard.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay, this way.
We're going to London. How do I get to London? In the direction of London.
Father, why are we doing this now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt.
So obviously I got
What
a
did you find?
reasonably
Tracks.
powered PC.
Not deer, though.
I mean, I run an i9 processor. And I've got an RTX 2070 Super. It is overclocked. The game handles pretty damn smoothly. Again, I'd be hard pressed to say it handles smoother than on PlayStation. And I'd be lying to say it was. But it's pretty good. It's a really good
you
PC
missed
port.
these.
I found the PC ports of Sony games so far are pretty good. I
But also
loved,
not deer.
absolutely loved Death
Picture too
Stranding,
wide.
Amazon
Mountain goat?
delivery simulator
Mother taught you well.
with a little bit of shooting. And Days Gone. Days Gone was brilliant. I loved that as well. And I really hope somehow they managed to get a sequel through that. I know it's at the minute not happening, but maybe Sony will bow to pressure. I know the devs are desperate for it because they don't understand why they're not allowed to. But it's pretty good. I don't think there's been a problem with any of them so far. And I can't wait for the Japanese one, Ghosts of Tsushima or whatever it's called, Tsushika. Just hope they start to do them a bit sooner. I know they keep it for the PlayStation and drag it out a bit, but it'd be great if they can get them coming out relatively soon after they've
More
come out on
tracks?
PlayStation.
Yeah, but they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh! Now what?
You jump.
This
So the other
way,
thing the
boy.
game does pretty well
Hup!
is eventually it starts to open up the game a lot more for you.
Deer
And you get a bit more of
They're
a
fresh. This way.
open world experience. And it's not
Found it!
difficult,
Slow down, boy.
but they
Sorry.
reward
You
you
are
for
hunting
exploring
deer,
that world.
not chasing it.
Yes, Father.
So you find things. So obviously the way to go is that way. He's telling you so. He's gone that direction, and that's where the deer went. But going ever so slightly off the beaten path, we found a little chest. There's regular chests. There's upgrades for yourself, upgraded armor, runes to upgrade your weapons. Soon we can go that way and go down there, and that's not the way to go. They do a really good job of making it a
Broke
bit
our
more
bridge.
than just
How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
one directional run that way. Continue the story kind of gameplay.
Go.
Oh, what happened here? There it is!
Hold. What are you doing? Now its guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
Don't be sorry, be better.
Find it.
I remember it. This game ended with a lot of memes. Ended up having a lot of memes. Because of the
My bow!
No!
how he calls him nothing but boy.
Stay back!
Oh, wrong button. So if you block at the right time, fighting's still fairly hack and slashy. It's a bit more Dark Souls players will be fairly used to it, and it's nothing like Dark Souls in comparison. But you're locking onto enemies. Parry if you hit the right time. Blocking, important. Dodging.
Draugr. They've never come this close to our woods before.
Keep moving.
Obviously, there's different kinds of enemies, different kinds of attacks, so you get more of them, so it's harder.
Here's this way. I can see more tracks. Or we can follow you.
If I remember correctly as well, his son's name is the name of his best friend who dies in the original games. And that's who he's named after. There is more of a Easter egg around him and the future of the series and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to spoil that. I don't outwardly say it, but by the end of the game, you should be able to work it out.
Ooh, good find. They were just hungry.
What?
The wolves. They weren't mean. They were starving.
Yes, I imagine they were.
Off the beaten path, and we found a chest. You don't have to do it. It doesn't spoil the
no
game
longer
if you
use it.
don't. You
We
can't
can.
not progress just because you didn't do it. But certainly it makes the game easier, makes it so you can play in different play styles because you unlock the different runes which affect how your weapons work, and you get different armor, which again is all done for, all geared towards different play styles. So it's worth doing. It's not hard to find everything.
Mind the edge, boy.
And then you have these kind of collectibles. So you have to
Should we be?
simply look for the things that have the runes on them. The runes are always on display. It shows you what one you're left looking for. And break the idols with the runes on it. And then you can open the chest. And collect enough of the things that are in those chests. I think there's 2 kinds. You've got the apples, and I think there's something else as well, from memory. Increases your health and certain stats if you find certain intervals of them. So for the apples, every 3 you find, it increases your health, and there's up to 9. There's a total of 9 in the game. I'm certain there was something else, but I can't remember what it would increase if you found it.
Up there! You went to the old temple. But Mom told me never to go in.
Try and cheat.
We do what we please, boy. No excuses.
Look. Can I have my bow back now?
Can you hit it from here?
We should get closer. I went hunting with Mother a bunch of times. She never wanted to take me. Why now?
It was her wish. And it was time.
Okay. Draugr!
So, again, sometimes you have to find ways to be able to progress in the game. Let's pull open that door so we've got something we can go and collect. But there's a lot of things where your axe is magical. It's, as you can see when he used it earlier in a cutscene, it can be imbued with ice. So, it can freeze cogs so you can open doors. Basic puzzles. I don't think they get much more confusing, really, than trying to find the way to be able to open the doors and progress.
Nice. Where are you going? I think
Honestly, blind, he can't see the chest. Walked right past it. He knows we want to steal everything from the tombs. One does not open a chest when you can put your fist through it. So these are a kind of collectible you can search for. Again, don't have to. But it tells the story of Ragnarok.
Where did they come from?
If I remember
How did
correctly.
they get up there?
So, if you find them all, you eventually get the story of Ragnarok.
the sun and
Which is
moon?
obviously what the next game's
everybody
about.
fights?
Obviously, considering it's called God of War, Ragnarok. Hoping that one comes out a hell of a lot sooner. I mean, this one came out in 2018 on the PlayStation. Which they started, I think it was last year, could have possibly been the year before, releasing PlayStation games onto the PC. It took them a long time to do that. I mean, they did Death Stranding as one of the first ones. God of War came out so much later.
Father.
But hopefully they start doing them at much sooner intervals.
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in.
I got it.
Good.
It's still alive.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
I can't.
Went straight for it. So this is one of the more disappointing bits about the game. A lot of the boss fights, or mini-bosses, are just trolls in different formats, different styles. Some with fire, some that are ice imbued, and all that kind of stuff. There are other bosses, and there are other mini-bosses or hidden optional bosses that you can do, like through eventually entering the realms of Muspelheim and doing that whole arc and fighting the Valkyries. But the more disappointing thing is, a lot of the time throughout the main game, this is the kind of boss you have to fight. Not entirely, so I mean, if you haven't played it before, don't take that as this is all you're going to be doing is fighting trolls. But the more common one that happens a lot is the troll.
Just tell me when to shoot. Almost there.
I can't remember, did I? Is it better to try and hit his yellow bits? Apparently not, it doesn't seem so. Here's like the classic game thing, like it's highlighting them to you quite specifically. It appears to be. I need help. No, shoot at him.
Almost ready.
Get control of yourself, boy. Boy,
Think I'm afraid of you!
It's that friend after a fight, which he wasn't involved in at all, jumps in and goes, yeah,
look at me.
that's what you
Look
get.
at me, boy. Boy, look at me.
We did it.
You are not ready.
What? Are you serious? I found the deer. I proved myself. How am I not ready?
We are going home.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
Such an
You
angry
are
man.
Not ready.
I always felt bad for Arceus.
I am ready.
Do not speak again.
Don't speak. Now we get the stun meter. It's a great thing for stunning is the arrows. I think later on you get different kinds of arrows from memory, and some are better at stunning than others. Some do more damage. Can't do anything with that yet. Can't remember how you open those, but
Still
eventually you
can't get
can.
the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
I think that's where the Valkyries are. I think. Sometimes they are. These ones you can't damage with your Leviathan axe because they are ice-based, just like your axes.
I told you something was different than the first.
It might not have been that
And
you
I
couldn't
told you
damage
not
him.
to speak.
I think it might have been that you can't do as much damage. And like next to no damage. This, we're coming up to the bit which is my favourite bit.
And since when are Draugrs so close to the house?
It's just such a cool thing at the start of the game.
I do not know. Now be silent. Inside, boy.
Go to your room, boy.
fair.
You lost control.
That
Again.
thing was trying to kill us. It's not like you don't get angry in a fight.
Anger can be a weapon.
If you haven't already,
If you
please
control
like,
it,
comment, and
use it.
subscribe.
You clearly
Greatly
cannot.
appreciate it. Give me any
I
feedback.
haven't been
It'd be
sick in
great.
a long time. I'm better now.
Fine. Come on then.
You want me to hit you?
I want you to try.
Ow! What are you...
Try again.
Why are you doing that?
Too slow. Try again.
Cut it out!
Weak. Again. Again.
Stop it!
Again. Your anger. You can get lost in it. The path ahead is difficult. And you, Atreus, are clearly not ready.
Here it is.
Quiet.
Come on out! There's no use hiding anymore. I know who you are.
What's going on? Do you know him?
More importantly, I know what you are.
Boy, beneath the floor. Now.
But you told me never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
What's he talking about?
I do not know. Get in.
Just tell me what I want to know. No need for this to get bloody.
I thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one.
It's like twice the size of
Long
you.
way from home, aren't you?
What do you want?
Oh, you already know the answer to that.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it. You should move on.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter. And yet you hide out here in the woods, like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Leave my home.
You are going to have to kill me for that to happen.
I warned you.
Finally.
You would not listen.
Fine. My turn.
How incredibly disappointing. Come on, then.
Seamless switch of the
Point.
fists of the axe.
Are you even trying? simple. Why are there two beds in there?
Suplex.
Struck a nerve, did I? Who are you hiding? Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard. So, care to try again?
You talk too much.
You won't talk? Fine. Maybe whoever it is you've got
That
stashed
Spartan
in
rage
that
meter
house
filling up. Punch him through a tree.
Who is it? Who are you afraid I'll find? Let's find out.
Spartan rage punching. I feel like this is what Conor McGregor thinks he is like. Spartan rage. Maybe not Conor McGregor actually. Maybe the who's the other one who races the boxing? Logan Paul. He challenges everyone, doesn't he?
I don't have time for this.
Psychopath. See, what's pretty cool and what I won't spoil is who he actually is. Obviously, he's called the Stranger at the minute. Eventually, you're going to get a clue as to who he is if you know your Norse mythology. Obviously, other than the people that have played this game or watched videos and seen spoilers or whatever.
Leaving so soon? When Odin sent me here, I just needed answers, but you had to act all proud. Throw whatever you have at me. I'll keep coming. That old body will give out. But before I end this, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this. You've seen it with your own eyes. You
That was the
can't
clue, by the way.
hurt
The
me. Nothing
whole I can't feel any
This
of
fight
this.
is pointless. Your struggle is pointless. It didn't have to be this way. Pathetic. You can't win. I feel nothing. But you feel everything, yet you I'm not my brother. And if you'd given me what I wanted, it wouldn't have ended this way. But no. Let's finish this.
That's a new move, huh?
Can't beat me.
There we go.
I feel nothing.
Oh no, I don't want to lose this early. The health doesn't regenerate as far as I'm aware.
I will end you.
Oh no. So close to losing this early on. Losing, dying.
I'd hope that you, of everyone I faced, would finally make me feel something, but you can't.
Dead. Or is he?
Was he? He knew me. Did he know my past? How did they find me after all this time? Faye, what do I do? Our son is not ready to carry your ashes to the
So I'm going to end the video this point here. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed watching the video and I'll see you at the next one.